about this video. Genie Blue, Petite Beauty, Rachel. Okay. Question is, do you think this woman knows this was put on YouTube? Do you think she was told this is for like Playboy or Hustler, or was she aware she's being photographed at the time? We're not sure. Okay. Zooming in on her boobs. That's cool. Let's read we gotta read the comments here. We gotta read the comments. So the first one just seems to be in some Slavic language. To call this woman beautiful is the understatement of the year. Wow! More in Russian. How much this madam, please? He seems to be trying to buy her. Redneck. And then Redneck says, hello, sweetheart. Here's the thing about this redneck, right? This is, we're experiencing levels of horniness previously reserved only for Indian men. Okay, let's see how well this guy can shred right here. Damn. He's playing classical music? Okay, she should have sex with him. For this, she should have sex with him. That's my official opinion. Yeah, so I have sex with Redneck 1680. Also, this appears to be just him playing some sort of PlayStation game. Let's see if he's any good at it. It seems okay. I don't know. Maybe marry him, woman. Petite Beauty Rachel. Meet American model Rachel. Model doesn't mean anything anymore. Model used to be like you got a magazine paying you. Now it's literally like I posted one picture of my asshole to TikTok, and now I'm Heidi Klum. Milho. So let's try to translate this in whatever language this is. Images. No, I gotta translate. Okay, we gotta go to translate. Google Translate. Enter text. It'll detect the language. What are we doing here? Portuguese. Best icon. What this person has said is best eye candy, female beauty, which to be fair is true. Yeah, I mean, you could jack off to this. I get that. Makes sense. Yeah. So, good stuff. We're having fun. AI art lookbook. Oh, I don't know about all this. I don't know about all this right here. This is AI is making our pornography now. Why is it making it Asian? I don't approve of that. The AI has taken a stand. And who's gonna rule the future of the world? And they've determined it's the Chinese. And honestly, who can blame them? Well, I got a nice little mound right there, so that's good. Okay. Damn. No, look at that chick in the back. That is the AI has put some wide hips. That is some birthing hips right there. Well, AIs are making us horny, guys. AIs are horning us all up. We know it. We know it's happening. And you know what? I'm cool with it. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Antarctica is melting. Just let the AI take over. E says, I oppose the tuck-friendly bathing suits from Target because the tuck region does not offer multiple sizes to accommodate different tuck payloads. That's a good point. That's a good point. Here's the whole thing about tucking, right? What if your balls are bigger than your dick? What if your dick, sometimes, not all the time, maybe if it's cold, it kind of just rests atop the balls like it's a regal highness just on a bouncy bag, on a bean bag? Now, here's what I've said, and this is my problem. This is my problem with Target, okay? Target is out there pushing this material on children, saying, if you're a boy, but you're suffering under the mental delusion that you are a girl, you can tuck your penis back. But what they don't have is the opposite, which is to say, maybe a swimsuit with a fake penis, okay? Maybe it's something that girths it up a little bit. You wrap and tuck. That's the secret. Why doesn't Target sell me a bathing suit with a goddamn kielbasa sausage sewn in the lining? God damn it, they can't keep getting away with this. Like a little turducken. Lamp Boob says true. So very, very true. Listen, guys, it's hard out there. For us single guys, people were asking about my divorce earlier. It is true. I am divorced. And I know that might be weird because I in no way give off divorced vibes. People see me on the street and they go, wow, that guy has never been married. Not, for lack of options, right? So I'm out there. I'm on the street. I'm picking up trim. That's the funniest word for having sex. Getting some trim. A trim of what? What are you doing? I'm getting some trim. I'm going into, hair salons. I'm taking the hair on the ground. And they say, what are you taking this for? And I go, don't worry. For my own reasons. It is fine. I take the hair. It is my hair now. But I think I need to be out on the prowl. Producer Nancy Mom has recently been demanding grandbabies. Now, it is possible she believes Grandbabies is a show on Netflix and she's trying to get the remote to play it. We don't have one of those remotes you can talk into. We don't have a remote at all. In fact, we don't have a TV. It got repossessed. All right. We have a film projector that we have rigged. And this really took some engineering, but associate producer Zach Jr., not stepbrother, figured it out. We play all of our streaming services through a film projector from an 8th grade classroom in 1974. Science, man, it's wild. But I'm out there trying to find a lady. So I thought I'd do a little segment that is, of course, will you take this rose? A guide to women Steve Vongino could date and eventually have unprotected sex with, resulting in a baby. A beautiful baby. Because I'm always telling you, us moderate centrists, we need to breed. I walk up to people on the street and I go, you need to breed. Breed more. Never stop breeding. Because that's how we're going to win. The radical communist left is sterilizing themselves. They're sterilizing their children. They are getting abortions. They are demanding you wear a condom, even if you promise to tip them an extra $5. Goddamn radical communists. But I'm about making babies and producing babies for the next generation. And in that spirit, I thought we'd talk about some of the women who I think I could probably get on to go on a date with me. Lamb Boob says calling a woman breedable is a really good compliment. I agree. You should all do it often. I do it all the time. Reach out to a woman and I go, you're breedable. I feel just looking at you that you're ovulating. That's what I tell women when I go up to them. On the first Tinder date, they go, how you going? Are you Steve? And I go, I am. What's the ovulation situation? What's going on with the ovulating? Doing good? Number one, Lauren Boebert. Look at her. Look at that hot piece right behind me right there. She's an America First conservative. All right. She loves being outdoors. She's very outdoorsy. Okay. This was her modeling, of course, for backyard wrestling and backyard porn. So she has a background in the arts is the point. Okay. A background in backyard arts. So we could talk about that. We have that in common. We're both recently divorced, I think it's a match made in heaven. We could even go to her old restaurant, Shooters, in Colorado. She used to own a restaurant where the gimmick was everyone who worked there had a gun. You just come over and be like, what do you want to get? And they go, what's the soup of the day? And they go, well, it's cheap. That was the gimmick of the restaurant. So Lauren Boebert, I think I could date her. I think she'd probably go out with me, maybe. Next is, of course, Alexandria Ocasio-Nina Pineda Santa Maria Cortez. I'm not racist, you are. Now, me and Alexandra, who some people call AOC, not me, okay? Because abbreviations are for friends, and she is no friend of mine. She's maybe the lover and the mother of my children, but nothing in between, all right? She is, of course, a radical communist. Radical communist. Both radical and like really far with communist and radical in terms of her dance moves. Let's play some of those, actually. Oh, my God. AOC dancing video. And this maybe the horniest thing we've done. This is her dancing to Guar, which makes sense.
If you could have dinner with anyone.
Okay, first we have a commercial.
Who would it be?
Let me call Jeremy real quick. Jeremy, what up, man?
What?
Hey, Luda, what's going on?
This is the question.
Oh, so they hang out and he calls him Luda. And also, he couldn't be there for the filming of the commercial. So,
If you could invite anyone to dinner, who would it be?
I don't know, like a culinary genius.
That's good.
Yeah, I like that.
Definitely no actors.
we're watching all of this ad.
You know. Wait, I thought you guys said dinner wasn't happening.
All right, bye, Jeremy.
What?
Join us at the world's most fascinating dinner.
What's weird is that they didn't even know they were filming a commercial. They just were hanging out. Radical communist. European piss bears. Don't talk that way about Europe. Yeah, I know. All right, so that's pretty cool. We love her, you know. I mean, we do think she should probably be in jail for any number of different things, but we love her, and it'll be a classic would they, wouldn't they kind of thing, okay? We'd smooch. We'd have unprotected sex for 8 minutes, and she would come so many times. And afterwards, she'd go, maybe you're right. Maybe every single second grader should have a gun. I can change her. I can fix her. Next, we have the Kent State gun girl. I think her name is Caitlin Bennett. You know, them hangers be hanging, and she's often wearing hoodies. Anyway, is it playing another video behind me? Okay, no, it is. Anyway, them hangers be hanging. She's got a nice kind of form right behind her. There is one thing, though. I've heard from people who've gone out with her. She has a bit of a, well, they've called it as she has a bit of a Chuck Berry, but thicker kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? Now the Huggies commercial makes sense. You're right. People need to, and this is what you all need to do. Every day, you need to go on Twitter and send Caitlin Bennett that Huggies commercial. In fact, we're going to do that right now. So the browser, it just for some reason started playing a Nirvana video afterwards, but we're going to Huggies commercial, and we're going to go, and we'll go to Truth Social. That's where we're going to send it to her on Truth Social, of which I do have an account. So let's find Caitlin Bennett, because there's no way she's not. Yeah. Real Caitlin Bennett, it says right here. But she is only following 2 people, no posts. I don't know if that's real. They don't have blue checks. No, they have that check right there. Okay. So where is it? Caitlin Bennett. Does she not have a goddamn Truth Social account? Where are my alerts here, by the way? Chris Awesome followed me, so that's cool. Anyway, so instead, I'm just going to reply with this Huggies commercial to whatever's in front of me and share and copy. And so Newsmax, I'm just going to send this to Newsmax. How do you just reply? Oh, you click on that. Okay. So Truth. Now let's see if she's on Twitter. I will ask her, will you go out with me? First thing. Now, it is funny that when you go on Twitter, the first thing you get is Elon Musk tweets. He paid $44 billion just so I would see his tweets first. And he's really tweeting some great stuff like Office Space is an awesome movie. That's what he wanted to share. I was years old when I learned that some people genuinely love cooked salmon. So funny. We got to quote tweet it and say, so funny. You should host SNL. Also, here is a diaper commercial. So there you go. Anyway, we're looking up Caitlin Bennett here. What's her deal? Caitlin Bennett. She not on any of these? What's this right here? This is locked. What does locked mean exactly? Or am I spelling the name wrong? Oh, what's her name? Kent State Gun Girl. Oh, yeah, I was spelling it wrong. Okay, god damn it. Caitlin Bennett, is this right here? Not a feminist, ramen noodle head, loves not living in Mexico. Only some of your least favorite moments. So I'm going to go, will you please date me? Also, here is a diaper commercial. So that's important. I'm just truth that out to her. Is she not on social media? Did she like have a kid or something like that? What a loser. Okay, so she's right here. Caitlin Bennett, Catholic mother, wife, and pro-life. Oh my God, what an ugly, horrible photo. She really wanted to share this? God, put on some makeup, you stupid bitch. That being said, them hangers be hanging. 4 to 3 hours of labor. God damn, that kid really didn't want to be born. That kid was like, no, I don't want to go through that pussy into whatever that home situation is. 4 to 3 hours of labor later, my sweet, sweet baby, I don't know how sweet that baby's going to be, was born surrounded by the best team of women I've ever met. She has met better teams, but it's been men. I feel so accomplished for what I did to grow this little miracle, and even more so for the natural labor I had, the greatest blessing. So we're going to respond to this and go, will you please go on a date with me? And then we're going to say, also, here is a diaper commercial. So fun stuff. And we're applying to that. So we're doing good and we're having fun. Indeed, E says, I was all like, the perfect woman doesn't exist until I saw Caitlin's doo-doo. Have you seen those photos? I don't know if I can play them on the stream there, but this woman, powerful loads is all I'm saying. This woman is the Peter North of shitting. So the Kent State gun girl, maybe she'll go out with me. We'll see how that goes. Blair White. Now, I don't know much about Blair White. I'm not terribly familiar. It was just on YouTube yesterday. The algorithm realized I was horny, sent me the video, and I was like, that is a woman. That is what women should look like. Too many women are out there trying to be more like men. But here's a woman who wants to be a woman. She has a gun. She has a phone. She, I'm presuming, has a pussy that I can put a baby inside. So we're also, of course, going to find her. And we are going to ask her on Truth Social if she will date me. Blair White, Miss Blair White. Walked away from the left and never looked back. I ain't real, sis. So wait, this app is horse. She just follows real Donald J. Trump and Arby's. Is she not on Truth Social? What's going on here? Why do Truth Social is really not taking off like it should, to be entirely honest with you. But I bet she's on Twitter because she's a real woman, and that's where real women go, to Twitter. Blair White, Miss Blair White. All right, and we're going to follow her. It says, new video, how TikTok is convincing teens they're trans and mentally ill. I don't know why she's wading into the trans thing. Not everyone has to have an opinion about it. Okay, so I'm just going to reply to this and say, will you go on a date with me? Also, here is a video of a diaper commercial. Alrighty, so we're applying with that. Boom, boom, boom. So Twitter is Truth Social now. Ain't that the gosh darn truth? Ain't that the gosh darn truth? So Blair White, hopefully I can hit that shit from behind and really get to experience a woman. Next is, of course, an AI recreation of Barbara Bush. I know Barbara Bush is dead. I'm aware she has passed on into the great heaven where she's currently rocking out with Tina Turner, Jimi Hendrix, and I think the lead singer of Three Doors Down, who is dead. But Barbara Bush, when she was alive, like everyone who's ever walked into the White House, had a full 3D scan map of her brain made, and we could put that into an AI, like that movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix, but it's Barbara Bush. First off, I've always liked the Bush, you know what I'm saying? But also, she was a woman with her head on her shoulders. She got America whipped into shape, and she could do that for my life. Also, I was confusing her with Nancy Reagan, I'm realizing now. Nancy Reagan was the don't say no drugs thing. What did Barbara Bush do? What was her thing? Like, different presidents have different things. You know what I'm saying? Or like Michelle Obama was like, Jesus Christ, these kids are fat. God damn, we got some fat kids. We got to deal with that. That was Michelle Obama's thing. Laura Bush was like, these kids are so stupid. No child in America knows how to read. You hand them a book and they just piss all over it because they love Chuck Berry so much. What was Barbara Bush's thing? Also, what's Jill Biden's thing? Jill Biden's thing is ironically, it's kind of similar to how Melania Trump, her thing was stopping cyberbullying. Jill Biden's thing is stopping elder abuse, which is ironic. But anyway, an AI recreation of Barbara Bush sounds fun. I could dig that. Next, we have the libs of TikTok woman. I think her name is Chaya Raichik, maybe? I'm not sure her name. But here's the thing, all right? You get me a bossy Jewish woman with big naturals? Maybe I got some kryptonite. Maybe it's like kryptonite if Superman wanted to fuck kryptonite. Maybe it's exactly like that. So I don't like that she got doxxed. I did like that it gave me her address so I could send her love poems every day. Where I go, roses are red, violets are blue. We need to build detainment camps for all the degenerates. And I love you. So she hasn't responded. Her lawyers have and told me that if I am willing to convert to Judaism and get adult circumcised, she would consider responding to my text messages. And I said, I'm already circumcised. And they go, you have to get it put back on and then taken off again. You have to go through 2 surgeries to get extra adult circumcised. So I'm thinking about it. I haven't said no yet. I'm thinking about it. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, it's important to note with Marjorie Taylor Greene, it's important to note that I was not molested in the parking lot of a Comfort Inn during CPAC. That, in fact, didn't happen. I'm kind of tired of people spreading these lies. But listen, me and Marjorie have a relationship, okay? Not a sexual relationship, all right? It doesn't count as sex if you're scared. That's the way the law works. But we, have gone back a long time. We text a lot, and I think she could get me in shape. She's big into CrossFit. She got started into politics and what is the classic America way to do it. Nowadays, this is how it used to be America in politics. Maybe you started, this is not, in fact, deep Steve lore, Iggy 12 says. You're correct. That's not even lore. As a matter of fact, it didn't happen, so it can't be lore if it didn't happen. Like in Star Wars, it's like, it's not lore that Obi-Wan Kenobi molested Luke Skywalker. That being said, he might have. You'd believe that if George Lucas came out tomorrow and was like, actually, it turns out that actually the power of myth institutes that Obi-Wan Kenobi, did in fact molest Luke Skywalker. So that actually is some lore, and he molested him while Radioland Murders was occurring. That's actually part of the same cinematic universe that's in there as well as Star Wars. Thank you. By the way, all of the sequels are not canon. Marjorie Taylor Greene would get me into shape because she started out, and this is the classic American path to politics. Used to be like you're mayor, then you're governor, then whatever. Now you start at CrossFit YouTuber, then you go to anti-vax YouTuber, then QAnon YouTuber, then the House of Representatives. That's how it works in America, and it's good because it's democratic. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, would love to love you, babe. All right? Would love to love you. With rules, all right? And you have to respect safe words now, Marjo, Geechee girl. Next, George Santos. You might be thinking, Steve, don't you always say miss me with that gay shit? And you're right, I do. But here's the thing about George Santos, right? He's a good friend of mine, so I can say it because he's a good friend of mine. Sometimes he bends the truth a little bit. Sometimes he tells little white lies, little fibs. It's a fun thing about George. We all like it. We all laugh. We all have fun. Sometimes he's, and that's why I am at least 80% sure he has a pussy because he keeps telling me he has a dick. He keeps saying, I have a penis, Steve. You want to see pictures of it? And then he sends me pictures of what appears to be a jet black foot-long dick. In some of the pictures, he hasn't cropped out the body of Lexington Steele, who's also there. So I think he probably has a fully functioning female reproductive system. That's what I assume about George Santos, and I'd love to take him out for a nice seafood dinner. And finally, we have the woman I probably should date, which is just show up to a school board meeting and shoot my shot. Just roll up. Any school board meeting. Everyone's yelling. Just go, listen. We all agree the Adventures of Huck Finn is promoting pedophilia. So we need to ban every part of this book that isn't the N-word. We keep that, but we black out every single other part of this book. We all agree on that. Who would like to go to dinner and pay for most of it? Maybe all of it. I need to check my bank account and see if the check I used to pay the gas bill went through. Okay? So I think all these women behind me, I think I have a good shot to hook up with them, to date them, to in fact even make love to them. Okay? So exciting stuff. All right, guys. That's my dating life. E says, you got to put the foreskin back on. That's where they get you. Honestly, I would maybe consider that because I'm getting a little tired of my dick. I've had it for many years at this point. I've had it for 23 years because that's how old I am. And I just look at it and I'm like, give me something new. Come on. I've gotten everything I can out of you. Give me something new, which could be, it could kind of be like that old Chinese curse. May you live in interesting times. I might experience that, but with my penis.
Shut up and sit down.